Next up, I'd rather an all-natural 7 out of 10 than a BBL plastic 10 out of 10. In all honesty,
All natural 7 out of 10.
number 4, fist fighting should only be reserved for actual serious conflict. If it's anything besides that, then talk it out like real men. Or like a real woman, let's be inclusive. Being weird on social media is only cool if you're attractive. Thing number
Or
5,
just walk
height
off.
doesn't matter unless you're a professional athlete. Unless you're trying to guard LeBron or get massaged like Deshaun, height doesn't really matter in your life. Let's keep it a bit.
What's good, peeps? It's your boy JP back at it again with another video, and today we are reacting to Astro Dior Plus. Shout out to Astro Dior. If you don't know, Astro Dior is the reason that this channel exists at this moment in this format, because I've been rocking with dude and watching all his videos. And I'm like, man, bro, it's inspiring me to create this channel like this, bro. I'm gonna do it. And a month strong, I've been at it. So shout out to Astro, bro. Shout out to Dior. I appreciate you. And it's always a salute for me. But this video is unpopular opinions that will probably piss you off. So hopefully I don't get pissed off and get overly emotional. My girls sleep in the room, so I can't really be over the top right now. But we gonna see what they're talking about and see if I agree or disagree. But without further ado, oh, before we do that, hit the like and subscribe button and join the Prosper gang. There's a lot of prosperity going on around this mug, and we keeping it PG. You know what I mean? So without further ado, let's just get into the video.
Today, we're reacting to unpopular opinions that will probably piss you off too. I'm not one to get too upset or get too rage baited about people's opinions. But, you know, let's see if we do just that. Get rage baited or get upset. Make sure I post to Twitch. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday about 5 or 6 p.m., man. I'm moving right now, so my schedule is a little bit wonky, but that's normally what I'm on. Let it.
Popular opinions that will probably piss you off. At least half of Sabrina Carpenter's audience doesn't care about her music. They just think she looks good. As a matter of fact, this isn't just for Sabrina Carpenter. This is
I don't even listen to her music, and I'm not into the Caucasian women like that, so that's just an opinion I really don't care about.
for a good amount of female artists in general. But I'm using
Good amount. Who you put? Cardi B. You put Meg. I feel like people liked Cardi B and Meg shit at one point. I don't think now. Doja Cat. I personally never really saw Doja Cat as that attractive, but I think she got some bangers. So I don't know about these, and I don't really know too much about Sabrina Carpenter's music.
general. But I'm using her as an example now. Walk. Before you say I'm wrong, what's the first thing that you think about when you think of Sabrina Carpenter? As a matter of fact, let me answer that for you.
Cute white girl that be twerking and shit.
For you. You don't think of espresso, you think of her doing those sex positions on stage. Prove my point exactly. I mean, don't get me wrong, her music is cool. It's alright. It's decent. It's listenable. At the same time, we all know of Sabrina Carpenter because of her crazy antics, not because of her music. Yeah. Hell, I'll probably listen to an Olivia Rodrigo song before I listen to a Sabrina Carpenter one. Again, don't think it's bad, just don't care. And you most likely don't care either. Hell, because most of her audience doesn't really care about her breakups, they just care about her ass cheeks, and they're trying to see those over her getting her heart broken. Game is game, ball is ball. Next one. Number 2, being weird on social media is only cool if you're attractive. Just being honest, I don't like that.
I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it. That sounds pretty true. Either you're attractive or super charismatic, or you got like, either you're attractive, super charismatic, or you have some type of badge to back you up. By that I mean whether you're successful at something, whether you were priorly successful at something before you start acting weird. So if you was a famous musician, then you start acting weird. Or if you was a famous YouTuber, then you start acting weird. Or if you was a influencer for some other reason, then you start acting weird. You get a pass then because you were popular in something else. So now it's like, now they see the contrast in you and it's cool. But if you come up like that, nah, you just a weirdo. So I ain't mad at it.
is true, but it is true. I'm gonna keep it a bean. For instance,
Nah, wait. Keep being weird on it's only cool. I'm gonna let him break
if
it
somebody
down.
like Quinn Blackwell wasn't fine, people would think she's a literal psychopath. And the same thing with Ted Bundy. Like, imagine linking with a girl and she had a teeth collection in her drawer. You would think she's insane, right? Now imagine if that girl looked like Ash Cash. Now all of a sudden.
You're making an excuse for it. Like I said, I don't think it's all just looks. It also, like, you got to be pre-validated in another area before we make an excuse for you. Without any pre-validation, they don't have nothing to go off of. You just weird to them.
Okay.
She's just quirky. My point proven exactly. Next up. Thing number 3. People need to stop being embarrassed so much and just live life. And just because you have a rip in your pants doesn't mean it's
I feel that. Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
People be saying like
I'm a Capricorn. I be overthinking every fucking thing. So I'm definitely one of them niggas. I need to stop. I agree with him.
Something got broke down to me so smooth by my dog Berto. I was like, I be around, like when I was around Clout, like certain people, they be seeing me, and I think even whenever I'm on stream too, they be like, "Oh, this is the first time you were yelled or something," because they be claiming I'm just so nonchalant, bro.
I binge watched enough of Dior videos. That nigga nonchalant about he don't care about nothing. Half of his reactions, shout out to him. This is no diss, I'm just being honest. Half of his reactions is like, shit, I feel him. Most of it, he do be on some like, nah, bro, I don't rock with it. Well, yeah, bro, I could get it, da. But shout out to Dior. He a little younger than me. I think he like 27 or something. I'm 31, so I'm a little bit older, but I ain't that much older. But I have a more philosophy and psychology and theories about shit. So that's why I tend to be a little bit more talkative. Let's just say it like that.
Just around people.
But shout out to Dior. Like I say, all due respect.
People I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Or just on camera and just in my regular state, I'm not this guy, type of guy. Right? That's just not who I am. That's just not me. Especially if we know each other in person. If I might whatever. Cloud was like, "Oh, they're so nonchalant. This is that and the third." They be doing this glaze thing. I don't know why, but they do this glaze thing with me. But when I'm with people I know, I'm the most, I'm a weird, who he have my son, my girl, my cousin, I'm fucking around, I'm making jokes, this is that and the third. That's just who I am, right? I'm not this open book to new people. And
I respect that because I'm not like that either. If I don't know you, like I said, I do video. I'm a videographer, right? So I got a bunch of clients that I be doing video work for, and they don't see this side of me. Like they don't know. They think I'm just a quiet guy that just go with the flow, and because of that, they just think like, oh, I was about to say my damn nickname. I ain't gonna say that on this, but they be such and such don't know. He don't know much about nothing for real, and they don't know this nigga deep, no Diddy. But I'm really like that. Like I like go touch some grass, nigga. I'm really like that for real. So yeah, like they don't know that either. Like only people like y'all, I rock with y'all, and of course my girl and the people in my life, they know the people that I'm close to, they know this side of me, my parents and all that, right? So my siblings, they know, like, dang, you one of the wisest dudes I know.
And Berto broke it down to me real good at one day. It was like, it's something about, I was like, I don't know why, but it's just, this is how I am. He was like, and he said it very respectfully, but it was like something along the lines of, it's insecurities. It's like it's something going on. It's insecurities that have stopped you from being this type of person outwardly, you know what I'm saying, and the event of being looked at or judged some type of certain way, and it comes from maybe something that's like when you were young, and how you were early, where somebody was like, "What the heck? What's wrong with you?" And then you directed it at a young age to be more like, "Oh man, you're not stunting that," to now it's just become natural to you. I don't know.
Nah, facts, and I can definitely agree with that. I can tell you mine was when I was a kid. I'm a small dude. I don't have a really big figure, right? And growing up, I was a small kid. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm 31. I look like I'm 21, right? But when I was, 9, I probably looked like I was 6. So I can't remember, but you know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, I got bullied a lot in like grade school, a lot. And it kind of in even in high school I got teased for like being myself. So it kind of made me shut down and made me kind of want to conform to be like other people. So that's why like me doing this YouTube thing is a big deal to me as an adult, because now I'm like, nigga, everybody gonna see the full version of me. And not only are they gonna see the full version of me, I'm gonna get paid to show the full version of me. Like the part that that I tried to suppress so much is what's gonna change my life, right? So, and I'm gonna make that happen regardless. So, if you want to be on my journey, help me make that happen. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I would very much appreciate it. But yeah, like I got bullied a lot growing up. Like I remember damn near all my bullies' names. That's how much it traumatized me, to the point to where now I'm older, I'm not on that no more. You know what I mean? Obviously, because I'm a slapper. I slap a nigga for real. I ain't playing. But as a kid, I just wasn't moving like that. You know what I mean? I was scared. You know, I was little. Everybody was bigger than me. They hormones hit earlier than me. So you see, I don't even shave. I don't got no damn facial hair. I'm 31. I don't shave. This is all I got. You know what I'm saying? My hormones grew slower. So at least in that area, right? But anyway, anyway, yeah, so I got teased a lot for being myself. And I ain't doing it, so it caused me to shut down. And so now I'm older, I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'm really smart for real. You got me fucked up, man. So yeah, now we here. Shout out to you if you're watching. Thanks.
I broke that down. I know I didn't break it out as good as he said it, but that's what I was like, damn, that's so true. Cause like I remember when I was young, right? Just so many things like from my uncle. I remember I went and visit my uncle one time. You know, I used to go out to Atlanta every summer to go visit my uncle, and we would do shit, and we were playing football one day, catch or something. He had me running. Like, why you run like? He's like, why you run like that, man? You run like a girl. I was like, what? Run like a girl? And so it made me like, oh, nah, I ain't running like that. Okay, boom. Young. I remember young. Had this laugh. I would laugh.
Hey, we all had our moments where we got criticized and it made us shut down. Like I say, his might have been different. My mom's with the bullying thing. That's why bullying is my biggest pet peeve. If I find somebody bullying somebody, I'm gonna nigga, I'm put my foot up your ass through your nose. I don't play like that.
It was just a loud like loud laugh or whatever. And my mom was like, stop laughing like that on my peach ass. So I had changed my laugh. I changed my laugh animation because I was like, oh shit, I ain't getting my ass beat now. You feel me? She's like, that loud, that crazy, that laugh, whatever. So I switched it up. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's just from time, but just like, I'm just gonna, this is how I move and arrange myself. And then when I get around people that, I'm with all the time and I know and I love, like, I become more open booked. You feel me? Sorry for that long spiel, but I understand what he's saying.
It's the end of the world. People need to be more comfortable.
Like, I really rock with people that can do that. Like, I could see I might look at you for a second and be like, what this thing got going on? But then I'm like, no, I rock with how people can be so open in public like that. That's cool. That's what's up. I wish I had a little bit more of that. Not all the way, because I don't want to be this big open book. But like, I be seeing that, I'm like, no, that's what's up that he feel comfortable doing that. Like, that's dope.
Comfortable with being humans, not robots. Let yourself be a fuck up. And instead of being embarrassed, laugh at it and move on with your life like everybody else does. Like nowadays, people are too scared to dance at a party. Brother, that's the whole point of being here, to dance. I promise you, nobody thinks that you're cooler by standing on the wall trying to aura form. Live life, Jazz. The hoes are not impressed. And also, most of the time, nobody really cares about your Instagram flick. So wear what you want and just post what you want. Stop caring about other people. You're not an influencer. You're a human being. Stop trying to act like one. Thing number 4, fist fighting should only be reserved for actual serious conflict. If it's anything besides that, then talk it out like real men. Or like a real woman. Let's be inclusive. Like, if fighting is the first thing you want to do after you get into a disagreement, I'm gonna be honest, you need to grow up. Like, honestly, that can stop being cool after high school, bro. Like, nobody cares that you want to fight.
Yeah, especially as a grown man, like, bro, let's de-escalate this. Let's de-escalate this. We only, yo, come on, so cool, da da da. You know what I'm saying? I only feel like this, the confrontation where it gets physical is when it just gets so overly disrespectful to things that you can't, like, whatever it is that you feel like you can't walk away from. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just,
which is like family, your self-respect to a certain degree, like certain things is like, nah, all right, bro, you over, like, you want me to smack the shit. And for me, bullying, because I don't play that.
Let's go, like, because I can, again, somebody can say something to me and I can walk off and turn, but.
And I ain't talking about people in the comments trolling. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about, like for real.
It doesn't start with there's certain triggers that can make somebody be able to get what? And you might not just swing off on a nigga, but you sit and fester in that situation longer. So then now that person is also doing the same thing, and y'all aren't walking away from each other, so you end up getting into something, which is very rare. I would like to go the rest of my life without ever getting into no other altercations. I would love that. You feel me? I would love that. That's the rest of how the rest of my life goes. But I'm prepared though, and that's what I feel like a lot of niggas aren't. Be prepared. Learn some shit. Get to jail. Be prepared as a man.
Like, we're grown adults. Learn to talk out.
That boy Dior on his game. He's spitting.
Disagreements. The only time you should honestly fight is to defend yourself or defend your family. Besides that, you're doing a little bit too much. Just talk it out like decent human being. Fighting is just pointless. Thing number 5, height doesn't matter unless you're a professional athlete. Unless you're trying to guard LeBron or get massaged like Deshaun. Height doesn't really matter in your life. Let's keep it a bit. Yeah, women care about it theoretically, but at the same time, as long as you're masculine, women don't really care about it. They just say they do. I've seen a 5.
That's true. I think maybe a little bit, but I do think in real life, not on social media, not on these dating shows and these dating apps. In real life, if you can show that you have a masculine build in your personality and you have a good personality that they like and you have a dynamic personality, they will definitely give you a chance if you just meet a decent height requirement. Like this, what he got on the screen right here is a very rare case, in my opinion. I don't see this very often, and I don't think y'all do either. So I would say that's rare. I think we can all say that, but at least be they height or a little bit taller. It's like I said, it's a little bit worse in this day and age. I can understand, but I feel like if you at least they height and you're a little bit tall or a little bit taller, and you got masculine frame, masculine build, and you are very dynamic personality, and you are very charismatic in your approach and confident, I think all that height shit can go out the window, in my opinion.
Poor guy pull a 6-foot girl the same day he met her, and the only thing he did was just be himself. But also he had confidence. When you really that, it really doesn't matter how tall you are. Keep that in mind to all of my short niggas out there. Height doesn't matter. Unless you're trying to guard Steph Curry, I'm not gonna lie to you. Next one, I'd rather trust a bad person who's honest about who they are than a quote-unquote good person who lies a lot. Honesty is very valuable.
Facts.
In my opinion, I'd rather trust a bank robber who's gonna tell me he robbed a bank than a financial advisor who steals money from me on the low. At the end of the day, they're both thieves, but at least one admitted. Nobody's perfect, and people try to betray that they're perfect all the time. So don't trust the people who do, and trust the people who are honest about who they are.
Trust people that are being dynamic.
If they're not the best.
Have high dynamic range. I said that in my last video or the video I'm going to post after this. I think I'm going to post that video before this because that video I was spitting. So I said that in one of my previous videos.
person. Because in all reality, nobody's perfect. And the people who try to portray that they're perfect are the real ones that need to be watched at all times. Next up, war is the stupidest thing ever, and instead of innocent men dying for leaders who don't care about them, those same leaders should duke it out to a battle of the death instead. And I guarantee a lot less wars would happen.
I believe that to a certain extent, but the reason why I don't get into all that, because I know that war stuff is a little bit more complicated than my knowledge of it. So for me to speak on something I don't fully understand the complex of it is outside of the actual war dynamic, when it's like shooting and all the other good stuff, not good stuff, but all the other stuff, then outside of that, I don't know much about it economically and politically, so I just stay away from all that because I really just don't know. And I don't want to speak on stuff and give opinions about stuff that I don't fully understand to that degree. That's just irresponsible, in my opinion. I'm not saying he don't know. I don't think he do, but I don't say I just don't know. But I don't know either, so I'm just not going to speak on it.
Just not I understand the fun conversation and all that, but that just doesn't work that way. It just doesn't work that way.
Plus that would be entertaining as fuck. I mean, imagine Trump and the president of China just duking it out for the ones. That would be peak entertainment. You can't tell me otherwise. And I'm totally not bringing that up because of a recent controversy that's happening in the world right now. Stop involving innocent people into your battles. Because I promise you, I have no problem with any other country except ours. And I'm sure a lot of people will agree with me, especially the soldiers that are fighting for your country. So be a man and go fight your...
Like I said, I'm not political, but a lot of this is due to being ignorant. Well, a lot of us is ignorant to this. I'm not saying I agree with anything that happened. I'm just saying that let people that really are in this space talk about it. I'm not talking about it because I'm not really in this space. People that's either right wing or left wing that's up in that space, they know this. Let them do it. I'm not talking on that.
Just like back in the medieval days, the kings always led their soldiers to battle. What changed? Next up, I'd rather an all-natural 7 out of 10 than a BBL plastic 10 out of 10. In all honesty,
all-natural 7 out of 10. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, if she 10 out of 10, does that mean you think she is it? That means you think she, well, okay, but she might have all that.
If you talking about for looks, if she a 10 out of 10 in looks, but yeah, if she a 10 out of 10 in everything, then no, just take the BBL one. What the fuck? But if she only a 10 out of 10 in looks, but personality, she's like a 2, and the girl that's a 7 is a 7 all around, then yeah, go to 7.
She's a 10 out of 10. So, but let me break it down like this. There's a girl. So basically, you're just saying a girl that's a 7 out of 10 and a girl that's a 10 out of 10. So you see her physically as a 10 out of 10, but then you see a 7 out of 10. But she just so happens to have the plastic surgery and stuff like that. But she don't. She's natural. So you'd rather the natural. Okay, I'm with you there. I understand. But you do see her as a 10 out of 10 though. You're just saying like, you're not saying you don't think she looks good. You're saying she still looks good. She's a 10 out of 10, but I want the natural girl because she's natural. 7 out of 10. That's what he's saying.
See, real beauty isn't makeup and lip fillers. It's stretch marks and bad acne. I don't want to see you at your best. I want to see you at your lowest because I still find you attractive. And a lot of times, I find you more attractive because I don't want to love an IG baddie. I want to love a real person. And sometimes women don't understand that, but y'all should because it will save y'all a lot.
And that because the type of men that they like, they perceive them to only like baddies because those are the type of men they like. If it was the type of man that they really should be with or whatever, then they wouldn't do all that shit, at least in my opinion.
You should understand that this nigga is saying this for the video. I'm telling you, I've spoken to this nigga. I see how he is in real life. If a IG baddie,
damn, you about to expose, bro.
I want you to understand, this nigga right here, if an IG baddie walked up to his young ass, he would go immediately. And she loved him to the death and she was fake this, and he thought she looked good, that nigga staying with her. Trust and believe. That nigga, yes.
Yeah, I think most of us probably would too. Probably.
Him. I know him in
if it's authentic.
life. This is one thing about some of my partners. You know what I'm saying? Niggas like Berto, Cloud. You know what I'm saying? Don is very much so through and through. He gonna tell you. But these niggas, they'll do a little bit of capture in the video to say certain things. No, nigga. No. And I'm here. I'm the one to tell you. Sometimes niggas is doing some capture to make the seem a certain way in a video. No.
A lot of stress. Because I promise you, the beauty standards that y'all try to set up.
It's the same nigga. No, don't listen to this nigga. He's capped the fuck out. This is what you're supposed to be saying and what you're supposed to think. But this is a human being. Let's remind ourselves.
On yourselves, y'all are setting on yourselves. A lot of guys just don't care. As long as we can find a good girl who actually loves and cares about us, who we personally find attractive, we're gonna be straight. You don't have to have big titties, big ass, and big lips. I don't care. I guarantee most guys don't care either. Especially the...
Nah, you gotta have some ass, you know. You can't be shaped like no. Nah, you gotta come stacking with something.
And for you. Stop trying to please all of us and please the one that's meant for you. And the only way you can please him is by being yourself. That is what he will like, not Kylie Jenner. Like I said earlier,
he said he was gonna go. That he's gonna go. So hey.
Guarantee half of the pressure you put on yourself is put on you by other women. And you shouldn't try to please other women by looking good. You want to please yourself or the guy you want. So stop caring. I promise you, women be so jealous of other pretty women. It's so weird. So lock the fuck in. Next up, school is just programming for you to be a worker. You go to school from 7 to 3.
Yeah, that's not a hot take. I think that I'm not mad at that either. I always say college damn, what was I just said about college? I'd be like, college is just if you get a degree in college, typically in most cases just means you're good at following directions. Boom. They don't like it. I don't care. I mean, not saying you're not smart in no way. Maybe you are, but you're really just good. You're really just good at discipline and following directions. I mean, that's what teaches you to be a good worker.
You work a job from 9 to 5.
Hot take.
There's I guess there's some truth to that. You know, I'm sure that's probably how it was set up years ago because that's how life was years ago. And yes, there's new ways and new teachings, and they're not adding how to be a fucking YouTuber to their curriculum and shit. But I don't think it's just that. There's so many experience. Like, I didn't even graduate from college. I wasted my money, went to college. But my experience as a college student prepared me for the world. I think it's more so college. School is maybe built to do that, but it does so much more. And like, it helped with school. It helps you to critically think, problem solve, do things that it is that you don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? And the importance of doing what you don't want to do. I feel like sometimes school gets a bad rap because it doesn't teach you how to do taxes and fucking some old shit and all of that, right? Which, you know, would it be better if it did? Yes. If they implemented certain things into curriculums, yes. But like school and learning this bullshit, I feel like has some type of importance because although you might not use it, but your brain is being the muscle, like the problem solving muscle and the deductive reasoning muscle and the stress muscle. Like, these things are all being worked on when you're in school. And I'm gonna make sure that my son takes school seriously. Whenever I have more children, all my children will take school seriously. And I'm just gonna have the traditional, like, you know, I don't want to see no F's. Don't really want to see no C's. I want some A's and B's in there, and I want you to work hard and do what you got to do in school, because it's not about fucking the A squared plus B squared equals C squared shit. It's about the mind being put in taxing environments, stressful environments.
Yeah, the mental space, which I do agree. Like I said, discipline, which is necessary, but also to teach you how to be a worker. But anyway, I agree. You know, shout out to him. I think everything he's saying and what he's gonna do for his son is necessary, because especially in these day and age where just being a good worker is now hard. So We need people that can be disciplined and that can think and be, because those traits will carry on into your actual life. So I'm not against all that. But I'm gonna let y'all get to the rest of the video, bro, because I dozed off a little bit because I'm tired. This is my 5th video. I'm tired, and you might think, bro, it's only been 5 videos. Why you tired, nigga? I record long videos. This video is already 30 minutes. Every video I recorded been at least, like, I think the shortest video I done so far was like 28 minutes. So I've been 5 videos at like 30 minutes each. I'm tired, bro. I done talked my ass off. Now I gotta edit this shit. So shout out to Dior, shout out to Cloud9. I think that's Cloud9. Shout out to him anyway. I appreciate y'all, and yeah. Yeah, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Subscribe to them too. Join the Prosper gang. There's a lot of prosperity going on around this mug. But always remember, there is nothing impossible to they who try. Till next time, I'm out. Dose.